What's up YouTube? I'm John Wheels, and today I'm going to be showing you my new Coleman CT200U mini bike. Alrighty, so here's the bike. It's a Coleman CT200U. It has the racks on it, and tires are still pretty good. Everything's completely stock. It even still has the stock throttle screw in it. I took apart the cover here, and the clutch didn't have a bolt on it, so it was sliding back and forth on the shaft. So I just put a bolt in there. Chain needs to be tightened up. The brakes got pretty much nothing, so I got to adjust those, and rotate the kill switch up, rotate the brake down a little bit, zip tie this cable out of the way. Just little things. I'm gonna get it back to like a stock performance or setup, and yeah, I'll just throw you on the tripod right now and show you that. Or here's the brakes. So I know this is out of adjustment now, but I tried adjusting it all the way forward and it still wasn't quite enough. So I'm gonna have to actually shift that spline back and then readjust it. So we'll test that out, but yeah, we'll get to work on it. Okay, so it took me a bit, but I got the rear chain tension. This rack was kind of crooked. That got straightened out. And I had to use some washers and stuff down in here and back in there to get it all spaced right. I got the brake adjusted. I had to actually take the spline off, the lever off the splines and rotate it back because it was that far out of adjustment. But yeah, now everything's working great. The brake is nice and firm. So next, there's a little bit of play in the front steering here. So we're gonna see if we can put some grease in there and get some washers going in there. Yeah, that'll be the next step. Okay, so I got everything assembled again. I just added some washers to get the slop out, and they're thin washers, so they won't have as much friction along the red part of the tube, and they'll only be pressing up against the bearings. There was already one up there, which is good, but there wasn't one on the bottom, so I threw that in there, and then I also put a washer on the top there, just because that bolt was digging in a little bit. All right, so I got these cables zip tied down here, so still have full range of motion, but they're not going to get hung up on anything. And then I think I'm going to give it an oil change, and then these foot pegs are super loose, so I'm going to see if I can maybe space them out with some washers or something, get them to just work a little bit nicer. Alright, so I made the foot pegs pretty solid. There's no more wobble in there, and they kind of stay in place. It's not like, you know, before they would just bounce up on their own. Now it takes a little bit to get them up. I don't know. They're just tighter, which is what I wanted. And everything else is ready to go, so let's go ride it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Stay tuned for the next episode where we put a CVT/torque converter on.